Hi, last question. What is Online Inc.'s new cost of capital? What is Online Inc.'s new cost of capital? Is this good or bad news? So first let's do the calculation. What was Online's video gaming cost of capital? RA video gaming was how much? 12%. Please do this with me. And this is relatively easy if you understand what we have done in the past and if you followed along. What is the new? How much was it? 10.1%. What was 11%? The IRR, right? I'm talking about return on assets in steady state, right? Quick question. Which has the lower beta? What was the beta of this? Right? Has to be higher than beta asset of S, which was what? 1.12. So this makes sense. High risk, high return. So the question is, what's the new cost of capital? The new cost of capital is RA online. Now I have to distinguish online from video or software. Why? Because online company is doing both. Earlier I could just call it RA video. Is 12% multiplied by 0.25. Why? Because now its business is only 25% in video gaming plus 10.1% multiplied by 0.75. Okay? What happens? Very straightforward. 1/4 of 12% is how much? 3% plus 3/4 of 10% is, I'm going to fudge again, 7.5%, 10.5%. Quick question. Is the new cost of capital of this new company that's starting, new company meaning New Mix Online, greater or lower than before? It is 10.5 now. How much was it? 12 earlier. So the question to you is this good news or bad news? Please tell me the right answer. It is no news. Most of the world will try to convince you that this is bad news, right? Why? Because the return has dropped from 12 to 10%. What will you say in response? And make my day. The response is very simple. Returns in isolation make no sense whatsoever. All popular press, news, TV don't watch because they are focused on return, because they know we as humans like return. What we don't like is risk. So yes, return is dropping, but what is happening to the beta asset of online? Let's see that. What was it before? 1.5. But now what is it? 1.5 multiplied by 0.25 plus, what is the new beta business? 1.12 multiplied by 0.75. Everybody okay? I'm not going to multiply these numbers. I'm just going to make you do that. The answer is pretty obvious what I'm looking for, which is what? Beta online business also goes down. So when returns fall, risk usually falls in a marketplace. And when return goes up, risk usually goes up. And this is a lesson which nobody seems to remind us of. So please remember, one of the most fundamental things about life, there's no such thing as a good risk-return combination related to another risk-return combination. So the 12% comes with a much higher beta than the 10.1%. You see that? So the combination is now lower, 10.5%, but where is the beta? Somewhere between the two. So this is, I can't emphasize this anymore. This belongs to the same class of fundamentals as the following. Values created on the asset side, not by financing. Second, financing is almost irrelevant to value creation because value is created on the left-hand side of the balance sheet. This is as profound, if not more, that returns compared to each other are meaningless. If they were true, where should we put all our money? We should all be putting all our money in the stock market and not in bank accounts. The fact that some of us put money in the bank account and not in the stock market is neither good nor bad. It just reflects what? Your and my differences in risk-taking behavior. And when I take less risk, I get a lower return. There is no such thing as me being better than you in my choices. One of the most important lessons of what we did today. So let's take a break. I would like you to go do this whole problem, 7 questions, over and over again. And if you internalize this and then do the homework, we are all set. When we come back, I want to do a review of what we did, plus review in the sense of conceptually try to talk about what today was all about with one important lesson, and then we'll kind of wrap up with some real-world implications. But for the most part, we are done with today's class. See you soon.